Hi, everyone. Welcome to KisAble Puppy Live. We had to switch platforms when our Facebook Live tech randomly stopped working. So we are here in my office with my little puppy, Puck. And we had a few things I wanted to talk to you today about Puck. If you have a question, post it or send it. Oh, he's farting. Farting usually means there's something brewing. So we might take an intermission again if he has to go number 2. Okay. So again, I'm Lisa Tudor. If you have seen previous KisAble Puppy Lives with us. And this is Puck, my little dog, who is not in the shot. Sorry. And he is, I think 10 or 11 weeks old now. And he's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. And he's maybe going to top out 20 pounds with his winter weight. He's going to be a small dog. Now, things about Puck. We got a couple of questions about Puck's habits and behaviors. One of them was, am I sleeping through the night? Lisa, are you sleeping through the night yet? Kind of. I have an early riser. He usually gets up about 5 or 5:30 to go to the bathroom, but he's going down probably by 8 or 9 and sleeping through that 9 to 5 period. If I get up in the middle of the night to let him out, let's say 11 or 12, before I go to bed, he still gets up at about 5. So it hasn't adjusted. He's so small, I'm not actually worried about it. And having young kids in the house, no one sleeps in the Tudor household, unfortunately. But we will get there. I have faith. I had a question, is he eating my children? He is not eating the children, but he is actively and exuberantly using his little puppy teeth on little fingers. So I wanted to give you a tip. If you have little kids in the house, or like any kids that are incredibly thrilled to be working with the new dog in the house, it's always going to be a triangle of interaction. So what does that mean? A triangle of interaction means that, sorry, just checking my audio, means that I am always going to have my dog, me, and then a third thing. So there's a triangle. Get it? Do. So this triangle means that there's always a reason for a Puck to interact with me or play with me. So I have my unicorn. I know he smells the food. The food treats can be the part of the triangle. I want a dog who learns how to play with me, but me as an adult, and kids can just not have impulse control, not know their own strength, treat the dog like a fun toy. So I don't want any of that. I want them to add an object, and now it's about the ball or the squeaker, or in Puck's case, the food. Ready? He's like, nope, I don't want it. I want to eat your treats. Or use treats. So what was I think there was one. Oh, so some of our house rules. So the house rules for the kids. They pet with one hand. Okay. 2 hands tend to start to pick puppies up. And they are not allowed to pick up the dog. Not even like this, not even like to do that. I'm not allowing them to pick up the puppy. He needs to be bigger, and he needs to be a little bit more sound in how he's growing. Okay. So 1 hand, no 2 hands, not picking up the puppy. They all want the puppy in their lap. So I always say, okay, well, you got to sit on the floor, and if he comes to your lap, then he gets to be in your lap. But again, we don't pick up the puppy and put him in our lap. Arousal kind of creates more arousal, and I really want him to, the kids' arousal, their excitement. Oh my God, he's on my lap. And then before you know it, they're like lifting him and carrying him. So we just don't even pick up the puppy yet. Will they ever? Yeah, perhaps. But I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. what my 8-year-old can do, my 4-year-old wants to do, but maybe can't do. So, I'm just doing a lot of management for what we're doing at home. And yeah, so those were the couple things. Triangle of interaction. There's always a third thing. One-handed interactions. No picking up. The puppy always comes to you. So they're required to sit down. Encourage him to come up, 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 up. And if he decides to hop up, then they get to have him on his lap. But no carrying. Okay. So sorry, my notes are way over there. So that's my puck update and some of the house rules that we're doing at home. The other thing I wanted to leave you guys with today in our brief little KisAble Puppy Live is our name game. So if you've ever come to a puppy play and learn at our classroom, you'll know that name game is how we start every single class. It's reminding dogs to focus, and it's reminding dogs how we get their attention and that there's a reward in it for them. So he's pretty into Mr. Shark right now. He's pretty into him. So I'm going to have to work on getting his name and off of this toy. And I'll show you that in a minute. I practice this every day, multiple times a day. You just can't practice it enough. So if I want Puck to come, I have to call his name to get his attention and then cue him to do something after that attention has been given. But if I have yucky attention where it's kind of ugly and not very clean or not even focused on me, then whatever I say after his name is definitely not going to work. So remember that. You're calling your dog to you. They're not even looking in your direction. Probably not worth saying any more cues. Go get a little closer, say their name. So I'm using Puck's kibble today. Ooh, did you hear me touch it? He heard me touch it. And Puck is been learning his name. So this is how we're going to do it. So you're going to take, let's do 5 repetitions, which means you're going to count out your treats. You're going to be ready to go. And it's going to look something like this. For your step 1, there's going to be 3 steps. Puck, good boy. Puck, good job. Puck, all right. Puck. And here we go. Puck, easy, right? Name equals treat. Puck. That's your first kindergarten step. He's done this, and this is why he's like, I think there's something happening. But once I got the puck equals treat, and I would say practice that 3 times, 5 repetitions each rep, okay? Then you're ready to go on to your second step. So I'm going to take a treat. Pay attention. Things are going to happen fast here. And I'm going to move it to my right side. And while he's eating, I'm going to say his name. Puck. Yes. Good job. And then I put it on my left side. See how fast it is? He ate so fast. Here, buddy. It's over here. Puck. Yes. Puck. Yes. So if you notice, I am saying his name pretty much right after he swallows that food. And then I move it to the other side of me. So I'm kind of bouncing right and left. I'm not throwing it across the room, and I'm certainly not even tossing it. Dogs or puppies at a young age are terrible at tracking and seeing things fly past their eyes. So people will always joke, oh, he doesn't even know when a treat is around him. Well, he's still learning how to do all that. His physiology hasn't caught up yet. The other part you'll notice is that once I do it I say this word, I go, yes. And yes means that he is earning a paycheck for the behavior he did. The timing of that yes, or if you guys are using a clicker, the timing of that click would be when he is turning his head in my direction. My requirement is not eye contact yet. I just want him to think this is like a cool, fun game, and that when I say puck, he needs to look in my direction or turn the neck. I mean, if I'm going to be real specific, I want that neck and that head turning in my direction. I'm going to do a couple more times in step 2. Puck. Yes, good boy. Puck. Yes, good boy. Right there, you're missing it. Puck. Yes, good boy. Good. So if I am into phase 3, I'm gonna toss it. I'm gonna just give it a good little heave ho. Ready? So I'm gonna toss it, puck. Yes, good boy. And then I toss it again, making sure he knows to look for it. There we go. Puck. Yes, good job. I'm gonna let him sniff it out. I'm not gonna call his name yet. Oh, there we go. He's almost there. He's listening to my daughter howl like a wolf from the other room. I know she does sound like a wolf. I'm gonna help him out for sake of time. He's almost there. He's using his nose. He found it. Good boy. You did it. So if you notice, we're kind of increasing the complexity of the behaviors I want. And when I say complexity, it means like how much precision do I want? Well, if he was going to be my, canine guard dog, I'd probably ask a little bit more precision, even from an 11-week-old puppy. Right now, I want him to think this is fun and we're having a game. The thing around name game that I want you guys to remember when you have kids in the house is they often will be calling Puck like, "Oh, Bucky," and they have this really high squeaky voice. "Oh, Bucky, oh, Bucky." Okay, so he literally pays zero mind to them. So I asked my daughter to say his name as she says it in a tone like when she calls mom. So I don't get, "Oh, mommy," I don't get like happy moms. I just get like, "Hey, mom." Okay. So I was trying to get her to have that same tone. So she practices, "Hey, mom," and then she go, "Hey, Puck." And that change in tone to getting Puck's attention improved everything dramatically. So I would challenge you if you have a squeaky kid at home or someone who always is calling the dog's name in a high pitched sing song voice, which there's nothing wrong with it, but you'll find that some dogs will ignore it or blow it off or just not find it as a need to respond to because it's usually done during cuddles. Like, "Oh, who's my pucky? Who's my little pucky, right?" And you're getting into your puppy and your puppy's like, "Whatever, I'm chewing the treats that you just shoved into this bone." Okay. So, another mom tip for puppy moms rearing dogs and kids in the same house. The next little thing I wanted to show you, which is really for kids, but really a kid at heart would work as well, is I want you to do some puppy agility. And puppy agility is getting this puppy to, oh, buddy, or leg agility. I think I called it leg agility in my notes. So I want your dog to hop over. Yes, good boy. And he gets to eat. So you show your dog the food, you pull it away, and then you just let him drop. You drop the food. And these are the exact instructions I used on my 8-year-old. Okay. Show the food, pull the food away, drop the food. And you're letting your dog know that they get to climb. And if you have like a little teacup something and it's too hard, one leg. If you've got a lab puppy who's 14 times the size of this, make your legs a little taller, or you can just double them up. Yes, good boy. Go get it. Go get it. Okay. Leg agility. Leg agility. Legs out, legs together, legs up. Right, and see if I can get my puckers to come under my legs. Yay, you did it! So ups and overs. Okay, or good job, Puck. Good job. Good job. Good job. Ready? Oh, who's gonna do it? Oh, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Or even better, get yourself a little stool. I'm gonna reload. Get yourself a little stool, a little chair, a little pillow. It doesn't even matter. And I want you up because I just want your legs up a little bit. And if we are, I'm gonna bring the dog in the middle, and then we're gonna throw the treat this way. Good, Puck. And I'm gonna encourage him with my happy voice. Brings in the middle. Throw it this way. So I want the dog to come in and go out, and then in and go out. Right? So they're gonna come in and go out. Good job, Puckies. He's never done this before, so you're really seeing this live. and go out. Good boy. And it requires him to go up and down and turn and follow. Kids love this. This is great. This is also just practice on their relationship because we're now in a triangle of interaction. I've got my treats, I got my dog, and I got myself, and we're working all three of us together. Right about. Oh, good job. Avoid the pitfall of, jump under twirl, and you only give your dog one treat. This is supposed to be fun and really easy in the beginning. So, you're going to be doing lots of treating, and that's why I'm using his mealtime, uh, because he'll work for his kibble and he's hungry for it. But for every jump or for every tunnel under a knee, he gets the reward. Okay, cool. The other part of our kissable puppy that I wanted to chat with you about today was um, crate training. So if you notice, we're in this what they kind of nickname an X pen, which is short for an exercise pen. This is actually a perfect size for Puck. He's lightweight. This would not be the size. I would use a bigger, taller, and heavier one for a puppy who has just bigger needs or heavier, large breed dog. So part of setting up your training space or even the space that you're going to leave him alone means that you have confinement. And if you're using a crate, that's confinement. Puck sleeps in a crate all night. It is my responsibility as his pet parent to make sure that he's crate savvy, meaning he's comfortable around the crate. He can go in and out of the crate. He might even choose to sleep in the crate. If I'm traveling, he's going to be in a crate. If I am visiting a hotel room, my in-laws, or if I have to board him, he might potentially need to be crated. And I don't want him stressed out, meaning every time he leaves me, he's in a crate for the first time ever. Nope. He's in a crate when I'm around. So he's going to be pretty tired after today. I'm going to put him in a crate. The kids are going to be walking around, the family's up and out around the house, and he's going to be in his crate. I need him to practice being calm and enjoying it. So outside of sleep time, I might put him in there for a chewy. I have two other dogs, so it supports that they will not compete over resources because now they have because Puck's crated. The crate is my responsibility. Puckies, good boy. The crate is my responsibility to him that it's just more equipment that he should be getting used to, like a collar and like a leash. Yeah. Your vet will put him in a crate, so we don't want him, I don't want him stressed out when he is confined and it's out of my control. So we're going to practice a lot of, controlling his confinement. In a crate or in a space like this, it would be fully enclosed. It would be on hard surface like a tile or a wood floor. He would have a little pile of toys that is safe to leave with him. So usually I'm going to look for a silicone or rubber. I probably would not leave him with something soft if I wasn't 100% sure he wasn't going to rip this tag off, swallow it, and have other issues. I leave his collar off. I'm not going to have him with any equipment in the crate or in a confined space. If I'm going to be away longer than the 2 hours, he can really hold it, or 3 hours, he can hold it. I'm going to, what are you funny little backbeat? I'm going to leave a puppy pad or a bark potty or something, something that he can soil in, but is away from his toys, his water dish, and his bed. His bed would be small enough to be comfortable. If for some reason he's just a dog that chews up any fabric, no matter what, he doesn't get a bed. And yes, that's my cold heart of a dog trainer. However, safety is my priority. He doesn't know how to handle fabric because he shreds it and he's going to be alone for 3 hours. He's not going to have access to fabric during that time. Crate sizes. He's in a crate that's too big for him, and it's okay. We're not having crate soiling issues. So I want you to think the classic rule of thumb is that they can kind of turn around and lay down in it. But that's generally if you have a house training issue, and or if you have a dog that isn't really crate savvy, I really would want you to have a bigger crate, something that's comfortable, something that I mean, you could see how long Puck is, that he can have his whole body, nose to tail, not touching any sides, right? So the crate would be like this. Okay, would be like about that. But he's growing. So many of the crates that you can get online have a divider in them, so you can make it smaller and then slowly give them access as they can handle it. The fabrics are really common to soil on and kick to the side. So you might find, oh, my dog does great with a towel, and then you pull it out and you know they've been peeing on it the whole time. So always give your crate the sniff test. Okay. The sniff test to make sure the puppy pee is not sitting in the crate with them, because that creates a whole other set of issues that we won't go over, but I want you to avoid. All right. So we have some leg agility that I want you guys to show me your videos. What do you have? Are you teaching some weaves? Are you teaching some ups and overs? It's got to be fun. If they're willing to chase, the squeaky carrot, use the squeaky carrot. And when they get over your legs, you toss the carrot. Use your kibbles. Use meal times. Oh, he's thinking about it. Wow, good job. Okay. So KisAble Puppy Live, we'll be back here again soon. Feel free to send us a message and post your puppy questions. I would love to answer some of the questions, the experiences that you guys are going through right now in quarantine with your puppies. Awesome. Have a good one, guys. Take care. You can find us online, KisAbleCanine.com. We have a fun tricks class that's about to get started. If you want to title your even Puck can title as a novice trick dog starting this coming weekend, the 18th, 17th. So you can find it on KisAbleCanine.com and I'll post it below. Have a good one. Bye.